Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, coming to you live from the GoPro Mountain Games. It's the 21st installment of them. It's such an exciting kickoff to the summer here in Vail, and we've got a gorgeous morning, a little bit warmer than the last couple of mornings, and hopefully the sunshine's going to stick with us through the day. But let's tell you what's going on. So I'm over here at what's called the Hangout. This is at Golden Peak, so the Riverbond Express, Larkspur Restaurant. This is where we are. And the Hangout is a place to go if you kind of want to relax a little bit. Maybe the dog barking at Dogtown and Lion said it's getting a little too much. Maybe the crowds at Gear Town are getting a little too much. Here we've got picnic tables. We got a lot of food trucks. We have the Go RVing stage. So live music will be happening later this morning, all throughout the afternoon. And these food trucks are pretty good. I know that Anthony, who's running the show back in the studio, he stopped by and he had one of the smash burgers that they're doing, that style of burger. They've got sushi out here as well. They've got some ice cream and a lot more. So make sure you have this as part of your stop if you're going to be coming in today. Now keep in mind, this is a very popular place to be this weekend. So if you can carpool, if you can take the bus, if you can take an e-bike, you're going to be able to get in a little bit easier because parking, it fills up early. I've already been in the parking structure and people are here, the athletes are here. So just consider that when you're coming in today. But come on in because we have so many things going on. I already saw some mountain bikers getting ready to go, and Dogtown will be firing things up. They're going to be doing their practice rounds starting at 8 a.m. and then at 9 a.m. Eagle County Animal Services, they're going to be there back with the dogs that you can adopt. They adopted 8 dogs on their very first day on Thursday. So hopefully these dogs can find a forever home. And then also going on this week, today, we've got 8 a.m. Pacifico Downriver R2 Raft Sprint, Wave 1. So the rafters are already going to start going down this morning. Then at 9, we've got the Downriver Kayak Sprint. And hey, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Ken Hovey. He and his partner Chuck, they got 4th in the raft race that was going on yesterday. He's going to try to send in some footage so we can kind of see what it looks like from that perspective, being in a raft on the river. And then we've got your Zen Zone 9:30. We're going to be doing a little yoga. So a vinyasa and vibe is what they're calling it over at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater and the park that's right there. That's called the Zen Zone. And then right here, 9 a.m., the Hangout, we're going to have the kids climbing wall. We've got a little pool where kids can try stand-up paddleboarding. They can also try kayaking in a really cool environment because, we got to start them early here in this area. So, but that's a look at the schedule. And you can find the schedule easily at mountaingames.com. And they've even got interactive maps. You can filter if you just want to know about the dogs, if you just want to know about the whitewater, if you just want to know about biking, you can filter the schedule in that way. So it's really cool. Also, off-site, we're doing a lot with the Orvis Two-Fly Extreme Casting Competition qualifiers, and then the disc golf tournament out at Malloy Park in Minturn, and then also in Minturn, the dual slalom clinic. So they added that biking event last year, and such a fun thing to watch. So they've got a clinic if you want to learn from the pros. So just a small sample of what's going to go on, and I'm going to be taking you around today to kind of show you where we're going to be going and how you can navigate. But let's give you those weather details. Like I mentioned, it is a gorgeous morning. I barely need my jacket right now with this sunshine. No wind, but we could get those clouds coming later on. We could get a chance of those showers. So do be or shine. They might take a little bit of a break, especially if there's any kind of lightning that comes through. But cooler temperatures as well, kind of highs in the upper 60s, low 70s, depending on where you're at. But it'll start warming up quite a bit. But hey, we're over here at the Bosch e-bike tent, and joining me now, we have Jocelyn Vandevelde, and she is going to let me borrow a bike that has the Bosch e-bike systems in here. So tell us a little bit about this. This is your what? Your fourth year, or no? Your seventh or
Six or
eighth year
yeah,
here.
we're over six for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and no, this is a big part of it. They have mountain bikes. They have kind of more your street bikes. So tell us what we can, where we can find you.
Sure. So Bosch e-bike systems makes the system that goes in over 100 brands around the world. And that just means that the display, the battery, the drive unit, or the motor, and the app all helps power a lot of brands you know and love.
Yeah.
So we have here available, we have hybrid bikes, city bikes, cargo bikes down by the bus stop, by the parking lot. They're available to demo for free as long as the games are open. We'll be demoing bikes for free. You just need a driver's license and sign a waiver.
Yeah.
And then here in Golden Peak, we have a beautiful collection of mountain bikes featuring our latest smart system technology, Orbea, KTM, Cannondale, Ibis, among others. And you can take those out as well and go right up the mountain.
Isn't it amazing how e-bikes have just caught on? And you know, it's, I think a lot of people, they have it in their quiver. They might have their road bike, they might have another mountain bike, but sometimes they'll get this for even commuting or doing errands.
Totally. It's so true. I meet people of all abilities, whether it's, you know, some of the best in the world using an e-bike, like you said, for running errands, to people who maybe not be able to get out otherwise.
Yeah, and you know what too? It is really nice because I have some friends. They are in their 80s and they bought their e-bikes, and it's just that feeling of being on a bicycle.
The wind in your hair.
Yes.
The best.
It's, you know, that just like riding a bike. It's when you're a little kid and you have that feeling. So it's just nice to be able to keep on the bike longer. I've been to bike trips to Mallorca, and some of the people that were on the ride, you know, they were a little afraid to be on it, but they were like, okay, I'm going to do an e-bike.
Yeah.
And then they were able to go with the group.
Totally. And what's so great about these in particular is all the Bosch bikes are pedal assist only, which means it only goes, like gives you amplification when you pedal. It's a very, very authentic bike riding experience. And yeah, it's truly just like riding a bike.
It is. Yeah. So basically the Bosch e-bike, that's the battery and the motor and everything. And where's Bosch based out of?
So Bosch is that Bosch you're probably thinking of. Is this my dishwasher company? Is this my power tool company? Same company. We've been making e-bike systems for 12 years now, and we're based in southern Germany, just south of our headquarters in Stuttgart. But here in the U.S., we're in Orange County, California.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I think we're going to embark on a little journey. And the reason I wanted the e-bike this morning is because I want to take you from venue to venue. So basically from the AMP all the way to Dogtown, and yeah, Jocelyn's going to tag along with me just in case I need any assistance. So now this is going to have, I've got 4 different levels.
Yes.
Okay.
4 levels of support that starts at, well, off is technically 1. So then you have 4 from there, eco all the way up to turbo.
Okay.
And so, yeah, this bike in particular is I believe this is a class 3. So that means it's pedal support up to 28 miles per hour. Oh, wow. So you're not going to be wanting to do that through the village. Yeah. But that's great for, like, let's say you live in East Vail or over in Avon and you want to, like, close the gap quickly, or you're on the road instead. But then we also have class 1, which is pedal assist to 20 miles per hour. And that's all the mountain bikes and some of the city bikes.
Yeah, and you know what? There are some rules here in Eagle County about what classes can be on what type of trails and everything, and you want to be aware of that. But like I mentioned, this could be a good way to get into town today because the parking, wow, you got to get here early to get a parking spot.
Totally. And if you live close, 30 minutes, we allow the demos. They're free demos. I don't know if you mentioned that. For up to 30 minutes. So if you live close, do a test ride. See what it might be like to commute to and from your home.
Yeah, and you know what? You can get get tricked out. Like you could put a little basket on the back, and then you could basically carry, you know, your backpack or anything like that.
A kid, a basket, your dog. I mean, you name it.
Okay, and so you've got this, the mountain bikes here at Golden Peak. The other bikes are going to be over by the parking structure in Geartown. And then you also have a couple of little satellite places we can find you on the International Bridge.
Yes, nearby the International Bridge. If you want to talk longer or have really deep questions, that's a great spot to go because we're not demoing from there, and we'll give you all the time and advice you might need.
Okay, yeah, this is the place to try it out. And that's what's so great about the games. It's all about try before you buy. So, all right, you know what? We're going to take it to one of our local families, Josiah Middaugh, his sons. It's kind of neat the way the GoPro Mountain Games are now celebrating 21 years, but the next generation is coming into it. So let's learn a little bit more about this athletic family.
I guess only time I beat my dad was this winter at the GoPro Mountain Games.
He had a pretty decisive win, I think.
So my best memory of beating my dad is definitely all three of us were running together, but near the end I out-sprinted him. Pretty fun.
It was the only time I've been completely redlined and suffering and smiling at the same time. Years ago I thought, oh, they'll be 25 before they would have a chance of beating me, but I guess not. I'm Josiah Middaugh. I've been an endurance athlete for most of my life. Xterra has been my main sport, and I've been 15-time national champion, and I won the world championship in 2015. With the GoPro Mountain Games, they had the Ultimate Mountain Challenge for several years, so I won that event every year.
Having a dad that's an elite athlete is very inspiring. It motivates us to be kind of like him, but doesn't push us to do anything we wouldn't want to.
Seems like yesterday I was trying to get them to run with me on an easy run, and now I'm only able to run with them on easy runs. Like I can't even do their speed workouts at the same speed that they can, and it's been cool to watch them just grow in their own way and at their own pace.
Woo! Yeah, Porter, yes, Sullivan! Oh!
They're going for it.
Yeah! Oh!
I think a lot of traits that I have similar with my dad are competitive spirit.
One of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten from my dad is to be consistent, train hard every day.
I was thinking it was more, don't leave your dishes in the sink.
Oh,
but
yeah. I would say I've been a part of the mountain games since I can remember. I think one of the coolest things about the GoPro Mountain Games is definitely the diversity of the sports that take place.
Yeah, it's amazing that it's already the 20th anniversary. So to see it grow into internationally competitive event and then just a huge spectator event and the vibe with the music and the crowds, it's pretty amazing to see that happen in our small town.
Really looking forward to Pepe's Face-Off. Good test, see where I'm at, but also just one of the most fun races I do in the year.
What's cool about this course is, yes, you're racing a lot of other athletes, but course it's only 30 minutes, but it's so hard. You're going up 40–50% grade, and so you think you can run the whole thing, but even the best athletes, the winner on the day, is still going to be relegated to a walk for a lot of that race. We're all going to throw it down out there. You know, one of the best expressions of yourself is competing in sports. And when you dig really deep and you find out something about yourself, it's really cool to see this younger generation really coming on strong. My best advice that I could give that next generation is just to be patient and don't feel like you have to conquer the world, so that you don't give up and so you do just keep improving and keep climbing that ladder.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here today to show you some amazing deals and steals and items, all from the Coach Outlet. The Coach Outlet is right here at the outlets at Silverthorne. Every day, 50 to 70% off. First of all, I got to show you my jacket. Amazing. This leather hoodie. I love, love, love it. Oh my goodness. And these scarves, perfect for gift giving season. Again, everything 50 to 70% off. And then next is Rachel. Rachel has on one of Coach's newest jackets. It's the puffer jacket, which is so cute. And it's got the Coach logo on the side, on the sleeve. She has her hoodie. She also has that adorable, fun scarf that is a wool scarf, but it also can actually, it reverses backwards. It's just so, so, so fun. And then if that weren't enough, take a look at that amazing backpack. So fun, fleece and leather. Oh yeah. Most places it would be over $800. Here I can only tell you 50 to 70% off. It is a wow. And then of course her earrings, they marked them down to 65% off, which is again, whoa, because she's gonna walk out of there for under $30 just for her earrings. So Coach is the place to go. Thank you, Rachel. And next, Anna Nicole. Oh gosh, I gotta show you this because they don't have clothes maybe for the little gals, but they sure have handbags. And there is her 101 Dalmatians adorable bag, and that's Corilla, and they have them at 70% off. So when you see these sales, you don't want buyer's remorse. You go into Coach, you buy it, or you will feel so bad for a very long time. Looks great. Don't you love it? Yeah. Thank you, Anna. And then we have Marina. Now Marina is more in the Coach detailed, the signature look. She's got her trench coat, the khaki trench. Nothing more classy than this. Looking really, really super fun and great. She has her floral tote, which is also really, really pretty and stylish. It also has really easy compartments and security compartments inside of it. So it's really a neat bag. And I love the burgundy and purple and orange fun feel to it. And she does have a Coach tee on, which you can kind of see right peeking out. They have the cutest tees. Again, everything, well actually you could buy everything for less than the cost of a handbag at the Coach outlet. Thanks, Marina, you look so great. And then Elizabeth. So Elizabeth has on, this is one of their unisex hoodies. It's really, really great for all. It's a black basic hoodie, but really detailed. So she's got the Coach on the arm. We've paired that with a buffalo check scarf, which is, again, fabulous for gift giving season. Love it. And then she also has her amazing chain signature handbag. It's classy as they come. Her whole outfit will actually be under $400 if she buys it at the Coach outlet. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And Maddie. Well, Maddie too is sporting 101 Dalmatians. There she is. So that's that adorable hoodie that they have. Love it. That's off 50% off right now. And then she turns around and twirls. She's going to show you her Disney Dalmatian backpack. Super, super duper fun. Those are all 70% off. So those are running out of the store right now. Looks great, Maddie. And then Nick. There's things for guys, of course, too. Here's Nick. He's in this fabulous signature hoodie. Love it. It's got the pocket, a kangaroo pocket detail on it. He looks really, really classy. He also could wear that with anything, but he chose to wear it with some really fun Levi's chocolate brown jeans, which I love with it. It's perfect. And just remember, the Outlets at Silverthorne is the place to go. It is the place to buy and save all your favorite brands. See you soon.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson coming to you live from the GoPro Mountain Games. And I'm borrowing a Bosch e-bike this morning. You can see it behind me. And I made it over to the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, named, of course, after one of our presidents. Betty and Jerry were longtime locals here. They called it their Winter White House. So we love this venue. It's such a wonderful place to come and see a concert like tonight and all the other great things that are going on. Let's quickly talk about the weather and let you know what you would expect today. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning. This is what we think of when we think of Colorado. Clear blue skies. We don't have any wind right now, and the temperatures aren't even that bad. It is a little cool, of course, but if you're in the sun, you're going to warm up pretty quickly. And our temperatures are going to warm up pretty quickly as we get through the morning hours. And by later on today, it's going to be, not super warm. This is one of the cooler mountain games that I have attended. I've been to every one of these for the 21 years. Sometimes we get these, 85-degree days. Not quite. It's just kind of a cooler June this year. But wear the sunscreen. That's one thing, because when you're walking around and you're standing, watching the slack line, watching the dogs, you're outside a lot. And even on the cloudy days, those rays can get in there and penetrate. So make sure you lather up on the sunscreen. Sunbum is here today, so maybe get some samples or stop by their booth. They have a great line of products for sun care. But for today, we do have a chance those afternoon showers coming through. We saw that yesterday. I was at the slackline competition, which is at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be at 1 o'clock again today. And I was like, oh, I hope it doesn't rain, because these guys and gals were getting up there on that 2-inch piece of webbing, just incredible, doing backflips and everything. But it rained a little bit after that, but it quickly moved out. So hopefully we'll be that lucky today, especially with what we've got going on here at the AMP. So we have all these events are pretty much rain or shine, but it's just nice if we can get more of the shine part in there. But hey, let's take a look at what made headlines in today's Vail Daily. So I've got my copy, and I also work for the Vail Daily. Our crew has been out busy. Galloway, number 32 Alina Albert, and 48 Isabella Onier. They compete in the North American Cup Series presented by Celsius during the GoPro Mountain Games Friday in Vail. There was a big crowd watching all the climbers. This is at the base of Gondola 1 at Mountain Plaza. Gondola 1 is open for you this weekend as well, but they're going to be doing these, and even some youth races, some citizen races are happening there as well. But headlines for today: living with less water. The cost of water is only going in one direction in Eagle County, and local providers are asking customers to find their why while seeking to reduce use. So more on that on page A3. And then also on A2, this is a very photogenic weekend. We've got so many great things happening. I love some of these photos. So many different things to celebrate with athletes, art, mountains, and music. So find that more, get the spirit of the games on page A2. And then also a little more coverage of what's going on. Dock dogs soar again at mountain games. Super elite canines leap up to 35 feet at Dogtown Inline Set. And I mentioned earlier, 8 a.m., they're already starting some of the practices. So you can go and check that out. And then in more sports news, youth climbing, we've got it all here. And I love how we're getting the next generation into this. So you can find out more. Nick Troutman, of course, he's a favorite here in the mountain games. He ended up getting some wins in the kayak world. And then what's also neat is the Creators Circle. So this is in the arts and entertainment section today. And this is brand new, the collab stage at Solaris. They are bringing all sorts of outdoor industry leaders, influencers, and they have different sessions, panel discussions, demonstrations. So you can check out the schedule at mountaingames.com or read more about the collaborators here on page B1 in today's Vail Daily. So lots of things to get. Grab your paper today. It is free, and you can find it in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down Gypsum, or you can go online today as well and get your stories right there online. But you may be wondering, wait, why are you over here? Nothing's going on right now. Well, I want to tell you about the concerts tonight. So we have Circles Around the Sun featuring Mark Levy, who plays drums for almost every band around. He's like the busiest guy in show business. This band is a multi-instrumental band. They're out of LA, but they're going to be opening up tonight. So we are excited to have local natives as the headliner. So what's going to happen, gates open at 6 p.m. The first band is going to play around 7:15, and then at 8:45, the headliner act. So when you think about that timing, the sun is down by the time that last band is playing. So it does get cold here. So make sure you dress for it. If you're coming into town at like 4 o'clock and it's nice and sunny, and then you get to the concert, you're like, oh, I'm cold. Okay, you're going to have to like buy a sweatshirt at Aviator Nation or something, because you're going to want to dress for the elements. Now, tickets start as low as $25 for long general admission, but if you want to go to the pavilion, $40, and that will help you in case we do get some rain. So that is going to be our last concert for tonight. We've been going since Thursday with these shows, so we're looking good to have this happening this evening. You can get your tickets at the box office, and that will save you a couple of bucks with those ticket fees. If you buy it online, it's going to be a little bit more. So come on over here. They'll have the box office open for you today, so you can stop by. And then the Zen Zone, this is right near the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens. So at 9:30, we're having vinyasa and vibes. So it's good to kind of take part of these free yoga classes that are going on. And here's this interactive map that lets you see where you're going. So pretty fun to check that all out. So if you want to learn more about the bands, if you need the map assistance, T-Mobile has the interactive map. You can go to mountaingames.com for more details on that. Now, just going to give you a quick traffic update. A lot of times during the weekends, construction ceases on Monday morning again. So I think you're going to be pretty good traveling up over Vail Pass, right on Highway 6, Dow Junction. But if we're talking traffic, I just have to mention the traffic coming in here. You're going to have plenty of people coming. Parking is the issue. So maybe take public transportation, carpool, ride your bike, whatever you can to alleviate this parking problem. And the top level of the parking structure is reserved for some of those bigger vehicles, the high clearance vehicles. So they have someone there that's letting you know what's going on with that. So that's what we have for you. Okay. Well, we talked a little bit about the bike event over in Minturn, and they had the competitions the last couple of days. Today they're doing a clinic, but it is really cool. If you've never seen this Minturn bike park, they really buff it out, especially for this event. So let's give you some more details on what that looks like.
Welcome to Knapp Ranch, the farm. We are at 9,000 feet, and I'm here to show you where your food comes from at Knapp Harvest. This is the hard work that happens right here at the farm. Again, 9,000 feet. These are nutritious because of the cold nights. They're beautiful collard greens. We have carrots, we have beets, all fantastic and all grown right here in the valley for your enjoyment. So that means you will get them fresh, much more full of vitamins than you will at the grocery store because we deliver them fresh every week to Knapp Harvest.
I think the more you do stuff like this, the more you realize the imperfections of food aren't necessarily imperfections. You just get really used to stuff being quote unquote perfect from the grocery store. Having everything like so uniform all the time is not really how nature works, you know? So you got to stop and wonder from time to time, like, why does everything look so perfect all the time, and what are they doing to it to make it look like that? I take that away from this place a lot.
So dual slalom is head-to-head racing, and you ride on each side. It's a shorter sprint track.
There'll be gates that you have to go in and out, similar to ski racing, and you're timed. And you race the same person twice. So you switch sides, so it's even both ways, and then it's an elimination style bracket, like a March Madness.
That's the beauty of dual slalom, right? You're next to the person the whole way down the track. So one small move or one tiny little tap on the brake could literally lose the entire race.
They were interested in making a slalom race for the GoPro Mountain Games, and they asked if we were interested. They said, well, why don't we partner and make an awesome race? And we were like, okay, sure, sounds good. And I'm stoked to be part of it. We're gonna add a little more steepness to the corners, and just to create that little bit extra speed to it. So when you come ripping by past the spectators, that they're like, whoa, what's that? How's that guy going so fast?
Here in Eagle County, we love to get outside, and we love to ride our bikes, love to hike, ski, all the things. And we have not had a bike park in our valley. A place where people can go and have a controlled environment, learn how to ride your bike, progress, have fun, and this is the place to do it. The dual slalom course here at the Minturn Bike Park is one of the longest ones you're going to find in the country, to be honest. It has berms, it has rollers, it has tabletops, it has some gaps if you want to gap some of those rollers. For the event, it's been amazing to partner with the Vail Valley Foundation, the GoPro Mountain Games, and GoPro in general to bring in Kyle and Rachel Straight and their Straight Acres to put their touch on this track to make this the best, most exciting race that we can have. Kyle and Rachel are legends in the mountain bike industry. Watching Red Bull Rampage for years, having him involved, listening to his vision and his skill and expertise is just amazing.
It's fun, man. It's got some really good flow to it. We're trying to get an understanding of what types of speed we'll be going and what we can add or just leave as is. Some of the things that make a good dual slalom track is having a mixture of all different types of riding. You know, whether that be your kind of BMX style, your mountain bike flat turns, your jumps, and just combining them all together into one track that kind of flows, but then also is really difficult for you. 2 out of the 4 sets of berms, or as many as we can get, just steep it up. Makes it really technical without making mandatory doubles. I think that we're gonna make a couple changes that'll make a lot more fun in the long run.
My favorite thing about GoPro Mountain Games is the pros and the Joes. You're an amateur racing next to these pros on the same track, looking up to them, watching them, trying to elevate yourself to their level of racing and athleticism. There really aren't any other events that give you that ability or that experience to do it.
The bottom 50 yards all day long. 0.328 what she needs. She's charging hard. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna line behind him? It is gonna be Danny Johnson. Another great gate start over Colin, who's using such a, oh no! Disaster for Kyle. Needs to put every amount of ounces he has into those pedals. But no, it is gonna be your #1 qualifier, Joey Foresta, taking home the win.
The GoPro Mountain Games and the dual slalom race and Kyle and Rachel putting their touch on this course is going to be the catalyst for us to continue racing out here, because this exists here now and we're getting racing going.
Hey everyone, I am over here at Mountain Plaza. If you're wondering how I'm getting everywhere so quickly, it's my Bosch e-bike that I'm borrowing. So Bosch e-bike systems, they are part of Gear Town, so have their booth up with mountain bikes at Golden Peak at the Hangout, and then the other bikes are going to be right on a Meadow Drive for you. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of scooting around, and I see the man, myth, the legend, Ken Hovey is coming to join me right now. What's up, buddy? Congratulations, you got 4th yesterday.
We did.
All right. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never been so excited about 4th place.
Well, tell us about this. So you had 2 events yesterday, both on the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday was downriver kayak, which the class 4 kayak, which went from the village to West Vail. This was an event that they just started last year. It was really fun. Water levels were perfect. It was just under 800 CFS, which is prime. I mean, the water levels couldn't be any better. I got 27th in that race.
That's fine.
Which was fine, yeah. Beat some of the younger kids out there. As predicted yesterday.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Did Robbie Crutchell?
Yes, Rob Prechtel took second by a few seconds behind Dane Jackson. And it was because, like, right after the start, he made the mistake of getting hung up on a rock. But had that mistake not happened, he would have won. But anyway, it's pretty.
Wow,
that's
kind
outstanding.
of a changing of the guard because the Jackson family. It's such a dynasty
Sure.
of legends, and everything, and Nick Troutman in there as well, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't know if we can get production to do this quickly, or if they could before the end of the show. Viewers should go check out Dane Jackson, his Instagram. It was probably about a week ago. He pulled off the very first ever double air screw, which is where you take you hop in your kayak and you do one rotation, like literally it's called an air screw. It's like turning over. He actually did 2 of those.
Okay.
It's never been done before without a paddle up on the Ottawa River in Canada. It's one of the most amazing videos that you'll see.
oh my gosh, yeah. So Dane Jackson, part of the Jackson family, they've got kayaks named after them. Do they still live in the RV?
Yeah, kind of in the van down by the river. They have a much nicer van now, though.
Yeah.
But then yesterday was also the head-to-head raft race, which was super fun. Actually, it looks like are they bringing it up right there?
Is that Dane's?
I think it is. Yeah. Go down to that bottom. Keep going. Right there, the second row, third one over. Look at me leaning in, watching, just like our viewers are here. That's it. Oh, he's got to log in. You got to log in. You got to log in.
So go to Dane Jackson's Instagram because you've got to see. I just can't believe. I was watching the Slacklanders yesterday how they do their things, but I always think about the kayakers in that freestyle and the acrobatics that they're doing. It's nuts.
They are absolutely amazing. Not only great racers, but great freestyle kayakers as well. The big part for us yesterday, I hope he's tuned in, Chuck Patterson and I, amazingly, we have no idea how we did it. We made it all the way through to finals in raft cross. Chuck is not a rafter. I raft occasionally, and what this was head-to-head racing. They had 4-person heats, actually 8 people, so 2 people in a raft.
Yeah.
4 rafts, so 8 people.
That's a lot for that stretch of the gore.
Yeah,
right?
It is. And so what you would do is they would just not really warn you and just go, and you jumped in your raft, you got going, you'd race down, you had to come around these buoys. The first buoy was the most challenging one because there was only room for 1 raft, so it was just like nonstop fighting. And then they took the top 2 rafts from each heat and they advanced on, and we actually made it all the way through the finals after 4 heats. And then we took 4th. Unfortunately, we didn't make the podium or get any money, but our team name, the Old Pros, was accurate because we had a combined age of 106 years old. and I think that the nearest team below us had maybe a combined team age of 70. Somewhere in that vicinity. So we're feeling pretty good.
That's awesome. Hobie's been doing this a long time. Normally you're on the kayak or the SUP, so cool to see that you could make a mark right there with the raft.
Yeah, super glad. We actually, I think, if Anthony can bring it up, we have some footage from yesterday. This was one of our heats, and you start sprinting down the river. Might have a glitch. That's all right. And you had to make it through this one gate, right? And you'll see these guys are hot on our heels on this. I mean,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's a battle, and it's a battle between them too. And then when you get past where the restaurant is, you kind of come into view of everyone, the course spectators. You make it through that gate.
Okay.
And then this is where the buoy is, and it was right up against the shore. And you could hit the buoy, right? But you had to go around it. So you'll see we go around it, around the backside, but there's only room for 1 raft. So now we're getting pushed back. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is where the fighting happens.
Are you
right
pushing
here.
off rocks to get out of there?
Everything. And what we don't want to have happen is that blue raft or that green raft to get through that gap between us. Yeah, It was super, super narrow. So fortunately, we made that move. And then from there, it's kind of time not to relax. I mean, you want to keep going, but we knew that being in second place, we would make it through, right?
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
want to make any errors. But you actually have to ferry across the river to another gate. And then there was one more buoy which could make a huge mistake as well, and that's on River Right between the International Bridge. And Chuck's not paddling that fast. That was our fast forward there. And we didn't want to hit this raft and mess with them. You know, we wanted to all be in the final. So you came across that turn. Here come these guys trying to make it as well and bump us out.
Oh my gosh.
And then the actual finish line was on the International Bridge. So that was it. We did, I think, a total of 5 of those rounds. And I got a message from Chuck this morning. And thank you, Chuck, by the way, for putting that together for us here at Vail Valley Live. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm a little sore this morning. You know, maybe I'll skip the SUP race." And I was like, "No, Chuck.
Come on.
We got it. Yeah, there's Chuck's Instagram account. He's an animal. He is.
So what's really cool about Chuck is he water ski. I mean, he uses snow skis and goes on big waves.
They're like custom made water ski / snow skis, and he surfs huge waves. He surfs conventionally too. Chuck is one of the pioneers in big wave surfing in Hawaii, and he's just an animal. He teaches underwater rescue. You Google him, check it out, see what he does. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to get him out on the river again today.
Yeah, and when you think about the caliber of athletes that are out here, and I've said this before, it's not like you have a separate for the Joes and the pros and everything.
There's no ladies' team.
Yeah, there's no ladies.
That's what I like to say
at all. You're all in the same. It's playing field. It's just amazing. And yesterday I was at the slack line. And, you know, the ages, the youngest was from Japan, 17 years old. The oldest, they go 40, you know, and then, you know Mickey Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Mickey told me, like, he was announcing and he was competing. And he goes, "Trisha, I'm an old man doing a young man's game."
That is not true. 40 is not old. I look back on 40 now and I'm like, man, I was a baby back then. And also, anytime Mickey Wilson's name comes up, I always have to mention to people to look him up as well. He is the slackliner that saved the guy's life over on the lift line. I think it was at Loveland a few years ago.
Arapahoe Basin.
Arapahoe Basin.
Yep, and this person's equipment backpack somehow got caught on the chair when he was about to get off, and he was kind of hanging from there. Mickey was on the chairlift behind. He just shut up. He was on the chairlift in front. So the way it went was, guy had his backpack on, went around the wheel, fell off the chair, boom, he's hanging by his neck from lift. Yeah. Mickey had just gotten off. World-class slackliner, climbs the lift tower, sits on the cable, slides down 60 feet in the air, gets on the chair, they throw him a knife, he cuts it to the ground, they resuscitate him, he lives. 4 days later, Mickey's on Ellen. Google the Ellen episode.
It's crazy.
I love it. I love it. Okay, he's such a fixture of the games, and we're so glad to have Slackline back because that has not been a part of the games 5 years as a competition.
Really?
Yeah, they've done all the demos.
Oh, the demos. Yeah,
but
sure.
So they're back at Solaris. So today at 1 p.m. and then tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's when the winner will be crowned. Now, okay, what are you doing today? Are you going to do any competitions?
I have the Downriver SUP. Okay. So there's a few races today. The competition, you know, lots of competitions, obviously, but for the whitewater enthusiasts, the biggest one is the Downriver Sprint, Downriver Sub Sprint, and also the Downriver Kayak Sprint. And what does it have for time?
Well, 10:30 Downriver Sub Sprint, and then it looks like noon is
and Kayak Sprint is at 9.
Yeah, Kayak Sprint's at 9. Wow.
Yeah, so and that's a really fun one for people to watch. It's also a great one for a lot of people to participate in because you really need class 2-3 boater. It's not the most challenging whitewater. It is challenging on a stand-up paddleboard, but in a kayak, not so much. And it starts up at the golf course, right behind Axel and Candy Wilhelm's house up there, and it comes down and it finishes at the covered bridge. So anywhere that you are along the bike path between Vail and East Vail, take a look out at it, watch them come down. One of my favorite places to look at it is if you had a bike or whatnot, because there's not much parking, is to go along the frontage road to where the bridge is that goes over and looks straight up to the Gore Mountain Range that goes to the golf course. Literally stand on that bridge and look up, and you can see about a mile stretch of the course and see the racers come down. So that would be a really fun spot to go to.
Okay, I know. It's all so fun. It's such a great day. The weather holding up.
It's great. Yeah, yesterday a little bit of shower activity. Today looked beautiful. Temperatures are supposed to be in the upper 50s, low 60s. I don't even know what the temperature is now. I could shed this. It feels good out here.
I could too.
And yeah, it's just awesome to have the games back. We've been involved in this since
the beginning.
Forever.
Well,
right?
even before the beginning.
Before the beginning. So it's so cool to see it happen. Everybody come out. The climbing wall, by the way, this is prime real estate right here for the event. I came over yesterday with a group of kids and watched it, and this place was just going up. And the vendors too. There's really cool spots to stop by. Celsius is over here. They have these really good drinks. I learned don't give them to the kids because they do have 200 milligrams of caffeine, so they're going to be jacked up like a spider monkey all day, which might not be
they won't till Tuesday.
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
definitely.
good to know. Yeah, I've been trying some of that IsoPure and the Optimum Nutrition, some of those shakes and everything.
Yeah,
in
so
fact,
good.
I've got.
I saw this.
Yeah, look at this. So take a look at these.
I needed this yesterday. Plant protein.
Yep. They've got the
vegan.
whey.
Vegan, there you go.
Yeah. And then, so this is what you're gonna find. You know, they have these little samples. Okay, GoPro, they're gonna be doing their camera giveaway today at 3. They got stickers. They got all sorts of fun, cool things. And if you want to buy a GoPro or you want to upgrade, it's a good weekend to do it because
Tell me the deal because I need one.
Well, they've got all different bundle packages. You know, you just go to the tent and they can tell you like, oh, you need this and you need a mount and a tripod. And, you know, it's like the more you buy, the more you save.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm losing money if I don't spend money.
Totally.
And that footage that Chuck had on his camera that you saw moments ago, that is off their 360 cam, which I've never been a fan of, honestly. But then he showed me how it works, and you saw that footage not only look in front of you, then it looks behind you and shows you what your competition's doing. I mean, it's a really cool way, and it shoots the normal way. It'll just shoot front facing, so it's a very cool camera.
And there's some really cool, you know, you can get the swag like the stickers and maybe a koozie and a frisbee and that kind of thing. But if you want to go for some of the bigger items, and maybe Anthony can bring this up. So I had a chance to go. I went out to the hangout and I went all around on the first day. And Polaris, have you seen the Polaris side-by-sides?
I have, yeah. They're sick.
The whole new Expedition line, it just puts the side-by-sides. It's an all-new category for Polaris. And you can trick them out if you like fly fishing. It's specific to that. Kayaking, specific to that. They play all over. But over at the hangout, they have this competition. You have to set up camp, time, just got a timing device. And, you know, you got to tip it up, you got to get the cooler out. Then you got to crank the tunes and everything.
They need another one that's how fast can you break down camp?
Totally.
How fast can you pick up all the beer cans that have been left over from the night before? How long is it going to take you to find your dog that you forgot you had?
Yeah, it's not as fun for a down camp. Let's just say
How'd
that.
you do it? What was your time?
I think I was at 137.
Trisha has camped a lot. This is she's not just glamorous. She actually gets out there and does it. Very cool to GMC there on the International Bridge. Dan Gravier is back announcing this year. And the way it breaks down for the viewers before we wrap this up is you go over to Gold Peak, and that's where like the demo little pools are for like they want to try SUP or kayaks. That kind of thing. Not a whole lot over there, but it is the trip over. Here you got climbing, a bunch of demos. They all happening. Is that not right?
Yeah, well, you know, people keep on asking me, what's cool ribbons? What's that? The pathway for the Peppy Face-Off will be on Sunday. And what's really cool about that is you basically try to go up Peppy's Face as many times as you can, many laps as you can. And like Mike Closure do this. Like, it's just nutso up there. So that is
going to
be
once.
That's going to be on Sunday.
And they run down. They run up and they run down. It's steep. And so that's that. And then in the village you walk through, there's just tons of stuff. You get down by where the covered bridge is. There's a whole lot of vendors there going all over toward Pazos. Then you get over into Solaris, and that's where they have the slack line set up.
Yep, and the collab stage.
Yep, and so the whole village is just going off right now. And then you head on over to Lion's Head, which you can take the bus. There's the bus route. I did it yesterday, 11 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what it takes, literally, to walk from here to down about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can take the bike path over right next to the creek. And then when you come out in Lion's Head, you're at Dogtown. Yeah. And when I say Dogtown, there are a lot of dogs. Yeah, you can hear them.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I can
so
hear them
cool.
from here. Okay, and you know how I'm getting around today? I got the Bosch e-bike system.
Is this you?
Yeah,
I gotta get it.
So I have Jacqueline. Yeah. Jocelyn has been helping me do this.
Look at this thing.
Like, it's pretty cool. Hey, Jocelyn, come on over here. Show Ken what we've got here.
This is
Yeah,
amazing.
so this is actually from Canyon. So Bosch e-bike systems makes the systems that go on over 100 bike brands from around the world. About 40 come out of the U.S. and Canada. But this one's from Canyon and is just an awesome all-arounder for commuting, fitness.
This
Put
is
a
sweet.
kid's seat on the back, a
I like
dog
it.
basket, your pannier, whatever you need.
One thing I wanted to point out, one of the big differences I think that's happened in e-bikes over the years is the difference in the motors, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they call this a forward drive.
No, it's this is a mid-drive.
Mid-drive.
Yeah,
Mid-drive.
so Bosch only makes mid-drive systems. And so what that means is what you're referring to is the hub drives that you're thinking of. So a hub kind of pushes you along. It's a little bit of a different feeling. When you use a mid-drive system like this, it's like a real
I'm with you.
bike.
And that's why
the weight center.
That's why I wanted to point it out. I hear from everyone that has this setup with this drive that it's so much better drive. Like they just everything about it feels.
It feels
better.
great, yeah.
And we see these a lot around the village. Trisha, I mean, it's taken off huge over the past few years. Number of e-bikes that we see. What market do you guys specifically like? Are you in like the mountain bike one? Are you just in touring?
Yeah, everything.
Hundreds of brands.
Well, it's so over 100 brands globally use the Bosch system in their bikes. So Canyon's a great example for a city bike.
Oh,
they
I
also
got you.
use,
I got you.
They make a gravel bike.
Sure.
Canyon also makes a mountain bike, and they use our system and some others
Cool.
as well for mountain
You're
bike.
like the BOA system.
Exactly. That is a great
shoes.
analogy.
Oh, I get it.
That's an excellent
So
analogy.
powered by Bosch, and then
Yes.
brands.
Yeah, so Canyon, powered by Bosch. I have a KTM bike over
Here,
there.
you hold this. I'm going to get it.
He wants to see the mountain bike. Yeah.
And all those mountain bikes are, as you had said, in Golden Peak.
Yep.
And then the city bikes are over on Drive.
I was amazed with that one. I mean, yeah, there's weight to them, but it's not heinous. I mean, you could pick this up and throw it in your car. And this is KTM?
KTM's an Austrian. You might know them from the motorcycle world.
I just spent $14,000 on my son's KTM 250 dirt bike. But these are amazing. And the other thing about this is having the skinny tire on it. You see a lot of the fat tire bikes. You get way more out of your battery and out of it.
Yeah, and this is your traditional mountain bike. So, like someone like you, mountain bikes, but I live in Wisconsin. When you come to Colorado, I can't comfortably and enjoyably go mountain biking. So to be able to go is great.
Kid's gonna take it down. He's gonna. There he goes. Yeah, we gotta give him a bigger bike. Oh my god! And then now he sees somebody he knows, of course. Oh, hi, Billy Madison over there, everybody. Okay, well, and yeah, once again, you can rent these bikes for a half an hour, and pretty cool. They can do it. And
no need to rent even, but for free.
Yeah, you're not renting. You're just borrowing.
Yeah, demo it.
Bring your driver's license and everything. So, there we go.
This thing is sweet.
Billy, what's up, buddy? You never know who you're gonna run into. Everyone's here.
Bill Madison.
There's no sleeping. Everyone's up early. Billy Madison.
That's just the way it is out here. Where am I?
Yeah, right there. Hi.
That's the way it is up here in the mountains. We get up early in the morning.
What are you doing today? What's your plan?
We're putting on the mud run today.
Oh, the mud run.
Yes, but we have a severe leak in our pool. Open pool right now that we're trying to deal with.
Okay, yes. Well, you got a few hours, right?
Doesn't start until 2:30.
Okay, yeah. I think they can MacGyver that together.
We're MacGyvering away.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So the mud run, that is such a fun event. I did that a couple of years ago, and I think we did 3 laps at the time. And what was crazy is like I didn't have any clean parts of my body to wipe the mud out of my face.
Mud on mud.
Yeah, mud on mud. But it's fun.
People don't realize building mud pits is an art form.
Building mud pits is an art form.
Getting the texture just right, the mud just perfect.
Yes.
Years and years of stirring it.
Stirring it up.
No rocks. Can't have any gravel in
You
there.
can't have rocks.
No.
It's going to be highly screened.
Okay. Put it through a sieve. Billy's going to be doing it today. Oh yeah, here's some footage of what the mud run is like. And it is silly fun. If you think that you have to be a serious athlete to do it, no, you don't. You can do this straight off the couch, people. Straight off the couch into the mud run, and that would be an awesome.
You don't even have to run.
You don't even have to
You can walk.
The mud walk.
What do you call the mud walk?
The mud walk.
The mud crawl.
Mud crawl, mud walk. Oh my gosh. Is anyone going to be hosing you down at the end? Like,
Yeah, they've got showers set up.
okay, yeah.
Because one year they all jumped in the fountain here,
Oh, do not jump.
Do not jump in any fountains after the mud run.
No fountain jumping.
That is taboo. That's not
funny the
cool.
things that you don't think about the aftermath of the mountain games. Like, oh yeah, Pete Seibert's fountain doesn't work anymore.
It's turned into the Willy Wonka chocolate fountain.
Swamp.
Yeah, it's like
A swamp.
It's like one of those chocolate fountain things. Yeah, funny.
Yeah, the total thing that you dip your fondue in. Okay, well, we'll let you go tend to your mud activities. 2:30.
2:30.
Right here in Mountain
Good to see you,
Plaza.
buddy.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Good to see you, man. Always. Just so fun. So come on down here. I mean, I say get here quick. Get a parking spot. Yeah.
That is Bill Madison right now.
Yeah.
The Billy Madison of Vail Mountain. He is the first. That guy right there won the very first Eco Challenge.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
or
who
maybe
won.
the first one, but
No,
it was
I think it
Morocco. It was Morocco
All right,
with
maybe
Mike
second.
Swisher.
Won it.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that old guy with the Coors hat on, walking with a sandwich and
A
a
sandwich
coffee.
in his hand. I like that.
Yeah, it's an Eco Challenge champion. They walk amongst us. They're like Sasquatches of Eagle County.
They do. You know, you're walking amongst the amazing athletes here and everything. But hey, you know what? We gotta hop on this bike because I got to take people over to Dogtown.
And I wanted to ask a question before we wrapped it up, and you take off. Where can people check these out today?
So the city bikes, hybrid bikes, cargo bikes are all over on, is that Mountain Drive? You said? It's by the
Meadow,
bus stop.
Yeah, Meadow Drive,
Meadow
right
Drive,
in front of the Vail Village parking structure entrance.
Yep, so that's
There's a covered
pavement bikes, and then mountain bikes are in Golden Peak.
Awesome. I want to come check them out. This is great. Very cool.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, Anthony, why don't you roll that Solaris piece right now? Polaris. And we're going to show people how it's done and how they can win some camping chairs, a JBL speaker, or Polaris apparel if you get on that leaderboard. Here's more. Same spell first and last name.
Yes, Allie is A. Last name is Dury. D-U-R-E.
Want to let us know about specialty vehicles that are here and what you can win. We got a fun contest. So, Allie, Polaris, I know you guys for snowmobiles and a lot of other products, but tell us what you brought to the GoPro Mountain Games.
Yeah, so we are a brand new product. It is a brand new space of side-by-side Polaris Expedition. It's an all brand for us, and it's all new space just in side-by-sides in general. So what this product is intended to do is get you out into these, crazy overland spaces, right? Get you to the mountains, get you places where maybe some of your vehicles can't get you before, and continue doing the hobbies that you love: hunting, fishing, kayaking, camping, you name it.
And what's really cool is you can kind of the vehicles to be more specific to, like, we've got fly rods up there. You can do, we've got over by the covered bridge, you can see one of their vehicles with a kayak. So there's things that, whatever your interests are.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have accessories, and we've got a few different locations here. 2 vehicles are here, and then we've got 2 more by the bridge where everyone's doing the freestyle kayak, along with one of their vehicles set up street down in the village area. And each one is set up with each of our different collections. We've got different accessory setups.
Yeah, so, think about it. Christmas, birthday, you just start asking for all the accessories to go with your new toy.
Oh, yes.
You've got a contest going on in addition to your stickers and keys and koozies. So they've got swag here, but you've got another kind of contest.
Yeah,
you can
Trisha, come over. I think you should do it.
Okay, all right. So it's called the Polaris Camp Blitz.
Yes.
And we have this. It's all the different things you need to do, and you need to see how fast you can set up camp for it to win a prize. Maybe you just can't wait for the fun. So okay, right. Oh, okay. Wait. You know what we have to do? We have to split this so we.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll get you all set up.
So I don't want to cheat because the ladder down is one of the things you have to do. That's the first thing we have to do. And this is a Polaris Expedition. Fits 4 people. Has a little. We've got some logs in there. We've got a cooler as well. And then, so we're gonna go do all those 7 steps, right?
Yeah. Would you like to do it?
All right. Should we time it?
Let's time it.
Hey, they've got a timer, you guys. All right. Is that room timer?
It is. I gotta stand up close to this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over here this way.
Okay. Give me a count.
All right. Ready, set,
There we go.
Let's go, Trisha!
Okay, so it's ladders down. And then we've got You guys.
Toss them up there.
Pillows. Oh. Okay, you need a good. Oh, better aim than me. Wow. There we go. And then one more sleeping bag.
One more sleeping bag.
Okay. Got him.
Lantern. Lantern's all set.
Record base.
Now the chairs.
Okay, chairs.
X marks the spot.
Look at these chairs.
Checks.
Okay, X marks the spot. And then the chairs you can win if you're one of the top people. Do it each day, okay? Okay, cooler. Full of your favorite ice cold adult beverage, I hope.
3 pieces of firewood.
Firewood, ready to go. You got this. Go, Jeff. Woo!
And we have our pretend
Nice.
right here.
One more
Okay.
step. We gotta crank the tools.
Oh, we gotta crank the tools.
Just jump up front and crank it up to volume 7.
Okay. All right, volume 7.
You had 137.
Hey, you know, some people try to beat Ron's team, you know, or Michaela's time. You could try to beat 136. All right, Allie, and let's talk about, so first prize are a pair of camping chairs.
Yep.
Second is a portable JBL speaker, awesome, and then Polaris apparel, of course. So, there we are.
Come stop by. We're giving one of these away every day. Yeah, so come play with us and hang out. And
Hang out at the Hangout. That's where we are at Golden Peak. They're going to be here every single day. So stop by and see Allie and the crew and get to know more about Polaris Expedition. All right, this pretty much is going to wrap it up for us. I'm going to go to Dogtown tomorrow because we had so much fun talking to Ken Hobby, talking to Billy Madison, talking to everyone else, that I just wanted to let you know that we'll get over to Dogtown tomorrow. We have to wrap up the show right now, but what an amazing morning. The weather looks like it's going to be fantastic. Temperatures, you know, pretty mild, you know, upper 60s. Might feel like the low 70s if the sun stays out with us, but I think we're going to just maybe see a chance of afternoon showers that we've had that chance of for the last couple of days. So rain, shine, you know, this event goes on. So bring the jacket, bring a fleece, because when it does rain, it tends to drop the temperatures quite a bit. So just want to let you know what's going on. I'm on Meadow Drive right now. I'm right in front of the Bosch e-bike systems tent. And I'm going to return the e-bike right now. And then I'm going to go check out so many things happening this morning. So whether you're going to be over at the Hangout, which is by Golden Peak, Geartown, Mountain Plaza, or Dogtown, you can see the schedule right here. There's an interactive map that'll help you find hydration stations. It'll help you find food. It'll help you find the different vendors that are here. So really a lot of good things happening during the GoPro Mountain Games 21st installment of this. And we're happy to have everyone back, the athletes back, the spectators back. Such a great time. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back here live tomorrow, starting at 7:30, telling you even more about what's going on, because you can hardly cover it in an hour. Thanks so much for watching. We're on YouTube and Facebook, and of course we're also on Outside Watch, which is channel 17 here in E County. We'll see you tomorrow.